On this week's episode,
romance and dating. He's Kevin.
she's Robyn,
And we're the
Schwobs.
I sounded so excited, didn't I?
You did.
I just want to say something. We were supposed to have a guest on for this report, and things happened out of our control. And so we're like, let's just do a fun episode. And I'm like, dating and romance and places to go. Because as a couple, especially with children, it's encouraged to have date nights. Take it from us, it probably would have saved us a lot.
Yep.
So I want to show you guys something. Grab your lists.
Make fun of this, aren't you?
I don't make fun of no one. I just show points. I just want everyone to see the difference, okay, between you and I. Okay. First of all, we made this decision yesterday evening, afternoon, late afternoon. And last night he was working on his list. I am going to confess right now, I have a bum all morning playing games and goofing off and listening to an audible book. And about an hour and a half before we were to get together to record this episode, I put my list together. Now here's his list, okay? Handwritten on
Paper.
scrap paper. On scrap paper, okay? 2 different pieces of paper, okay? And he doesn't even have 10 on either of them, which is what we decided on, okay? Now here's mine. 1 piece of paper, typed neatly, headline, rows, beautiful.
You're proud of yours.
No, a lot of people will be there. She's making fun of her husband. But I also have a point.
But you're showing the difference between
How our brains work.
Yeah.
And this is so true in relationships. How your brain, it's not, I live on a computer half the time and I have the worst handwriting in the world. So if I want to read it, I better be typing. And then that's dead serious there. He doesn't write, he prints. And it's very neat, I can read this. And he's sitting, it doesn't want to move. I moved my computer to me, but it just shows the difference of how our brains work.
Yep.
And because of that, it's going to be interesting to see these lists. So now it looks like you did 1, 2, 1 down. So, okay, and this is, we talked about going from our least. And these are top romantic things to me, or to me, his list is for him. And then 10 date night ideas is more in general things you can do.
Things that you can do, ideas. As we've said on a few episodes before, everybody's different, and what you do, how you do it, that type of thing. What may be fun for you and I may not be for another couple, but
yeah, but as I put on here, you and I would not do. I do. I've done, but
the ideas would be fun to see your husband.
Videos would be very, very important then.
Yes.
So let's cover. So I went down. Least
Mhm.
appointment was 10, all the way to most important,
Okay.
being number 1,
Gotcha.
which I said we were going to do, but apparently he doesn't listen to instructions. Putting that out there.
So we both flunked in that one.
No,
Okay.
you did it wrong as usual.
Uh-huh.
Because you were, first of all, you don't have 10 ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And then you did it 1 to, for him, 8, instead of the 1, 10 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Least romantic to the most romantic. I explained that and you said yes. So the fact that you didn't do it tells me you weren't A, listening, B, didn't understand, and C, didn't know.
Okay, so kick this thing off.
All right. So
Uh-oh.
I'm going to start with the 10 things that are most romantic, and I'm going to do 3 because he only has 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll do 1 and I'll do 1 and we'll go back and forth.
Sure.
But number 10, most romantic thing to me, the puppy.
Uh-huh. The puppy harassing the husband to get to mama.
Okay, so you have to understand our dog does not like anyone else coming near me.
Oh, no.
And he can be in the kitchen. I'm in my office. Kevin's in the living area.
Mm-hmm.
He's sleeping on it. The dog is sleeping on his bed.
In the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. I'm goofing off in my room. He's watching a football game or a baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
Game comes over. He comes to see what I'm doing, comes to sit next to me. All of a sudden, we have a dog in between us.
Mm-hmm. Radar.
And it's how it works every single time. The next most romantic thing is a gift of a cute kitten for Easter.
And you named it. Uh-huh.
And his nickname for it was
DFH.
Demon from Hell.
Oh my gosh. This cat, she
didn't like anyone but me.
Mm-hmm.
And we got her about a year before we got, 6 months before we got pregnant. It was
really?
about, we had,
sort of a time?
It may have been
had her longer.
We may have had her longer.
I can't remember.
But anytime people came over, I had,
Mm-hmm.
Because she would attack anyone coming up the stairs. Because we had a split level. And it was longer because she was just a little kitten when Grandma died.
I got her when I was still with fireman's fund.
Okay.
So, yeah, we had her a year, maybe 2.
So I had to go help in North Georgia and stay. My grandma was in the process of leaving this earth, and she couldn't be left alone. So my uncle had called and asked if I could come and stay with her for a day or 2. I said, absolutely. I jokingly said to the cat, attack him every night while he was sleeping. The cat attacked.
Attacked my feet. Scaring the dickens out of me. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, so those 2 are on there for funny reasons. See,
Definitely.
So there was a joke because someone goes, "You're getting your wife a cat," and for Easter and stuff like jewelry or something, and my wife appreciates a cat more than jewelry. It's not wrong.
No.
Right? Candles lit in a dark room, curled up with a romantic made soundtrack.
And even though she doesn't have a real fire.
No. Listen to what I said. I said nothing about a fireplace, did I?
Oh, no, you didn't.
No, I did not. Candles. Listen. Hear my words.
Definitely so.
Okay.
For me, head rubs.
Yes. Yes. Did you know that back rubs did not make my list?
Wow.
So I'm spoiled rotten.
Yes, you are.
There's two things he does for me on a regular basis. One, he brings me coffee every morning.
Mm-hmm.
I tease him that he's supposed to meet a quota of 10 back rubs a day. I get one, but I always get one at night.
You always get one at night. During the day, you might get two.
Yeah, and I'm not very much at rubbing his head. I just don't know why. I just don't.
No, but occasionally we'll be,
See, and I don't see that as romantic at all. But that's just me.
but occasionally we'll just be hanging around. That's something that you sometimes do.
Okay, number 7 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate.
Oh, yes.
Love me some chocolate.
Anything chocolates, especially chocolate-covered strawberry.
Okay, why do you do this? Because that's number 2 in my list.
Oh,
Those are two separate things. There's chocolate, and then there's chocolate-covered strawberries.
Wow.
You keep on, ruining all my thunder here.
I wasn't trying to, really.
All right.
Anyway.
So, chocolates. Just
Mm-hmm.
like a box of chocolates. That is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, and for me, it's buying special things spontaneously that you sometimes do.
They're joke gags most of the time, too. Things those romantic is beyond me, but hey, All right. Cuddled up with a good audio book.
That was one that I put down. I said either cuddling up, listening to a book, or listening to music. Sometimes we'll turn on Spotify or Pandora.
Bubble bath
Mm-hmm.
with candles. The only problem is I'm too big for our tub. I need a long tub because I don't like. I'm one of these weird people. I want just the showing,
Mm-hmm.
no, and I have to put my knees up.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a hot tub.
You want to be able to sink into it.
I do,
Yeah.
and just relax and our tub's not big enough for both of us, but
Mm-hmm.
honeymoon there was one that we did, and that was very romantic and
The
enjoyable.
thing that I put down was laying on the hammock.
Anyway, the 4th one on my list, I'm
Mhm.
ignoring you on purpose,
Uh-huh. Okay.
is snuggle together in front of a fireplace. Now,
Mhm.
as alert said, we don't have a fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
I fire type, and I have candles in there, and
Mhm.
we've put a bunch of blankets and curled up and watched the candles. But those and candles around the room are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very true.
the reason I ignored you earlier
Mm-hmm. A moment ago.
is because snuggle in the hammock looking at the night sky is number 3.
This is funny.
That's number 1 on yours.
Uh-huh.
I've only done it a couple times because Georgia Heat kills us.
But around the fall time,
it's very nice. Yeah.
it's really nice,
I'm watching him trying to get in and out of the hammock. I'll videotape it for y'all sometime. It is a hoot.
Yeah, there was one time when
Of course, anyone getting in and out of the hammock can be
Mhm.
funny.
Then there was one time when we were out there, that fire.
Oh my head! So we're a foot to head. We're not laying next to each other.
Right.
He's here. I'm here. Our bodies are this way, so we can talk, and we're looking up at the stars.
Right.
And we didn't see our child come out. And he comes up and boom, and
We about jumped out of our skin.
to slash that child up. All right, and as I said, chocolate covered strawberries is number 2 on my romantic list.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 1 would be a nice, and this doesn't happen much because we don't live near one,
Mm-hmm.
but a stroll on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Hands, feet in the water, just.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you have that, what difference on Dick?
One thing I had on here was an ice cream date.
Okay, is that a date or is that romance?
Mm.
Because we're on romance.
We're on romance. All right. One thing I had on here was
That'd be romantic.
mm-hmm.
Foreplay.
She occasionally will come up behind me. And
Okay, do you notice that, and this is very, very, very true.
mm-hmm.
Okay, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I did remind him that this was supposed to be PG at the ultimate high level, which you have said. I'm not saying. What I am saying is there is none. I don't have one touch on mine. I like touch.
Oh yeah.
But to me, touch is not romance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, romance is whining and dining and putting you in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is not what romance for a man is. Romance is getting ready. You can fill in that blank.
Yep.
Because I know you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of romance for a guy is, you know, touch or looks of his wife in something like, I can say this, I didn't get dressed until about 10 minutes ago.
No.
I was in my robe. I was happy in my robe. And he's like, if you weren't filming today, you could say that. Because he's happy with me. But that's a difference. Our definition of romance is very different. About doing things to put me in a mood.
Yeah.
And for you, it's doing things to enhance the mood.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's very, very interesting and something that as couples we need to keep in mind.
Sure.
Because for women, we need to look at it from the
And for the guys, we need to look at it from the
woman's point of view. Because romance to me is different than romance to him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now dating. So did you even put? Okay, you did put titles. I'm impressed.
I did. Yes.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, as you should.
Something you can do, and then a lot of mine, money,
Mm-hmm.
costs a little bit. Now see, the number 9 one on here
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't cost me a thing growing up because we had a pond in the back that froze over, and I skated on the pond. But
there you go.
the first 3 that I have on here, I'll never do again.
Well, that's not necessarily true. That was a great idea. Luke was what it was.
Yeah, well.
So what had happened, I rolled a ball and I couldn't stand back up.
Yeah,
But that was just a fluke.
on our anniversary, we ended up in the yard. Skating, whether it's roller skating, rollerblading, skating.
Mm-hmm.
Great activities to do, especially because a lot, and it's hard for those kind of activities because they're not as prevalent as they were when we were growing up.
No, and for some couples, there's some couples that like dancing.
Yeah, line dancing,
Mm-hmm.
taking dance lessons together, learning the waltz. That will never be us. And then the other one is mini golf.
That's one I had on here, was putt-putt.
Mini golf.
Yep. definitely.
Especially when you beat your spouse, it's a great feeling. And you can always put wagers and distract them. That's always good
yes,
too.
Yes, you love putting wagers in, don't you? Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
If it worked to my advantage, I'm all for it. All right, so what one do you have?
So I had walking downtown, walking to the park. That's times too.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
I have go for a walk.
yeah. You know,
Yeah.
if you know you are in a place that you've got a sidewalk nearby, maybe a downtown area.
See, he said walking downtown, we will walk downtown. We walk in downtown, but we always drive to downtown and let me understand something. We're 5 minutes. We're a 5-minute walk to downtown.
Easily, yeah.
Maybe 10 at most. However, there's not many sidewalks until we get into downtown.
Yeah.
And coming home, there's not many streetlights. So downtown and then walking downtown. And we've got a nice, quaint, cute little downtown with, I don't have this on here, but window shopping.
Yes.
Just going window shopping,
too.
you know. We do buy local. We are very big for Christmas and birthdays, with family members that we buy for. Not our son, we just give him money. He's 20. Y'all know that. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
We have some day that we go to.
Yeah, that's on there.
As often as
Market.
we can.
I think another great thing is that I have on day or craft shows.
Yeah.
And we don't buy all the time. Sometimes we just look around. So, I also have X throwing.
Yes.
Just make sure you really, really like the people you're with. Just saying.
That is a sport that's definitely fun. You definitely get a workout.
You do. You do.
Good.
To, tag alcohol with X throwing. You go figure that one out. But hey, each his own. So I also have explore a nearby small town as a date. So I have those expensive ones, going bowling, mini golfing, skating, X throwing. They're all stuff that costs something. Another one that costs, but supports, we haven't done that I would love to do, is we have the local theater. The community's paid, not the Fox, though I've been to some really cool programs at the Fox. Local theaters, which don't cost as much money and are fun. So those are some. I also have coffee. You have ice cream going out for ice cream. I have coffee and dinner.
So, yeah.
Yes, you can go
Similar
to dinner.
Ideas.
What we're trying to do here, ideas besides dinner, and just dinner and nothing but dinner. Now,
because that's always a go-to. That seems to be.
Here's the thing. You don't necessarily have to go out for a date night. You can ship your children out instead. And especially if you have family nearby who want, I'd love to take little Johnny for the weekend. Yeah, he's all yours.
The bag's already packed. Here you go.
Or, Mommy, can I spend a sleepover with Jimmy? Sure. Next weekend, Jimmy can spend a sleepover with me. I can't get any sleep. I won't get any sleep, but we'll return the favor so they can have a date night. You know. There's ways to do that in the summer. And so one of the things that we like to do, even now, anything for us, board games are always cool. If you guys have a favorite game, if you're into playing poker, there's many ways to play that. And I'll let your imagination go with that one.
For us, it's rummy.
Our go-to is rummy. And I kick someone's butt on a regular basis. Do not have a competitive streak at all, just in case you were wondering.
Now, a few occasions where I have won a few in a row, and oh, she goes nuts.
Because he's not supposed to win.
Mm-mm.
It's my game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do understand. It's a game of luck and skill all at the same time. Luck that you get the right cards, skill that you know how to play them.
You know, the thing that is tying into all this is it's time together.
Yes. And in today's world where life is so busy, and let me add a couple really unique ones.
Mm-hmm.
Something you could be doing. We don't do this on a regular basis either. But spending time in the Word together, pros out, just a quiet night, listen to the Bible on Audible or on, an app. A Bible app.
And stuff.
We do, but I'm saying we don't do it on a regular basis.
Right, yeah.
That's always, pray together from time to time. Again, that's not something we do. When we first got married, and going off on a rabbit trail. But it's okay. I'm allowed to. Because
it's our show.
Exactly. I'm the host. I was so adamant about us doing a devotion together in the morning, and trying to do a devotion with a man who's wide awake in the morning is torturous. When you're not a morning person and your husband is, it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And doing it late at night, you're a night owl.
The non-morning person is just like, go away.
And then not for bed.
Mm-hmm.
Some cute things he does that drives me crazy, honestly. And he stopped for a while. He's picked the habit back up.
Yeah.
You have. This is not a bad habit. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one that drives me crazy. Like a lot of things he does. Because
not that
we've been married almost 25 years. And it is what it is. When we first got married, he's like, are you ready for bed yet? Only 11. Are you ready for bed yet? No, it's 11. Wake up. It's 10 o'clock in the evening and you are sound asleep in the chair. Wake up, it's 9 o'clock, and I'm not kidding you. I am not exaggerating. He has fallen asleep at 9 o'clock at night watching a TV. And it's not, it's not a quiet action TV show, and he's sound asleep.
Mm.
And so because he was so gun on waiting for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, baby, if you're tired, go to bed. I'll be up about 2 a.m. 2 a.m.? Yeah, 2 a.m. What are you doing? I'm watching my own TV shows, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm closing. I'm doing whatever I want because I don't go to bed before 2 a.m., okay? I don't get up before 10 and I don't go to bed before 2.
Easily 23.
That's not the case anymore.
No.
And so, if you guys go to bed and get up at the same time, we do not. He was a morning person. I was not. I was an evening person. He was not. But like the other night, we're in the front room, my office. Mm-hmm. I'm listening to my book. He looks at the watch. He goes, "You finishing it tonight?" I'm like, yeah, probably 2 hours. He's like, it's 11 o'clock. I said, about 10 minutes later, he goes, "You ready to go up to bed?" Not yet. I was in the middle of the game. And he just sits there. I'm like, okay, I'm ready now. He knows for the next hour and a half I'm going to be laying in bed listening to this book. He's going to be sound asleep next to me. But and maybe you can answer this. Let me put you on the spot.
Oh, sure.
Let me put you. Why is it you and I to go to bed together?
I think it's just a comfort thing, I guess. It's I am fully confident that you're not going to go partying on the town. No.
I could just walk
It's
out the door
just
to do
something.
that.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. Maybe it's just a comfort thing, I guess. No real rhyme or reason.
Did your parents go to bed at the same time?
I have no idea.
Because sometimes it's that
It may be.
repetitive. They did. You do.
Yeah, yeah. No.
For being, my mom went to bed when my mom went to bed, which was normal her side just because she had to get up so early.
I don't know.
But
Yeah.
Dad had passed, so it wasn't in the picture. I know I've said that probably every time I've talked about my dad, I've always put in there, he passed away, because I want people to understand why he was no longer in my life.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so, okay, I just had a bad joke.
One you're going to share on it?
I don't know. He wasn't a deadbeat, but he was dead. You know, because you hear all the time deadbeat dad and that kind of stuff, and it really, for someone who never knew her father, it's very important to me for him not to be looked at in a negative way,
Right.
because it wasn't his choice.
Well, you know, and everybody says, you know, you don't make fun of the dead. And no, you're not. You know, you want to keep your dad in a positive light, even though you really didn't know him.
Well, I'm not making fun of him.
No,
no. Making that little joke was, he's gone.
Right.
But I want people to know that it wasn't his choice that he left.
Right.
My family.
No.
That because I grew up with a lot of friends from broken homes. I came up with a lot of friends who had fathers who were not in their lives, that chose not to be in their lives. And I wasn't understanding of that because of the bitterness I had.
Yeah.
And, maybe that's something, we can talk to on the episode, is growing up, and we've discussed how we grew up before, but how it affected us growing up and how it affected our marriage in the beginning and kind of things. But getting back on track, because we want to close it up now, respect your time. Try and find time to go time together. Sometimes you can't afford the luxury of a babysitter, especially these. You don't have family or close friends you trust. I get it. I understand that. Take the baby monitor if they're younger, and curl up on the back porch. Find time to sit together, hang out together, to do a date night in some way, to spend time continuing to get to know each other. Do crazy things. Make love in the backyard. Nothing that will never happen. But if that's
you're stopping the wheels before they even start.
Exactly. What I'm saying, if you guys are that type of people who like adventurous and you kind of feel like you're in a spot where you can't be adventurous because you have kids, there are ways to do it. There are ways to be adventurous, even with the kids sleeping upstairs.
It's just a matter of being creative. And, like we've said before.
This coming from the man who doesn't have a creative bone in his body.
It doesn't have a whole lot. And, some of the things that we've mentioned, it does cost some money, but as we've mentioned, doesn't.
Nope. Nice dinner at home, and then with your husband and a game of cards. There's Uno, there's Skippo, board games if you're into Monopoly, bless your heart.
Hey, if you've got 4 or 5 hours to kill, by all means, go for it.
On the game. Anyway, we just want to encourage you, as you listen to our podcast, to spend time together, getting to know each other, going deeper, because even after 24 years, almost 25 years together, we still don't completely know each other, and we're still getting to know each other. And I know couples who've been married almost 50 years, still learning about each other.
Yeah, and that's a good thing to learn.
And you can do that through date nights and being romantic.
And one of those things you can do is by listening to our podcast on a date night. Hey,
there you go, and have a good laugh.
That's right. See,
anyway,
there's creativity.
I'm impressed.
As you should.
And we're going to leave on a good note this week. If you've been enjoying our, remember to
like,
subscribe,
and share.
Until that's your
next time. No, we just went backwards.
Yes, we did.
Thanks for hopping on.
Until next time.